Question number 4. Pass necessary journal entries for following transactions. A and B are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 3:2. They admitted C as a new partner for 1/5 share of profit. C brings 80,000 as his capital in cash and C gave his share of goodwill personally to A and B. There was a balance of goodwill rupees 25,000 in the books of firm before C's admission. Okay. In this question they have given old profit and loss sharing ratio of A and B, and they admitted C as a new partner for the share of 1/5. Here C brings 80,000 as capital and C gave his share of goodwill personally to A and B. And at the time of admission, means before admission of C, there was a balance of 25,000 goodwill in the books of firm. Now, journal entry in the books of partnership from A, B and C. Now, whenever it is given 25,000 means balance of goodwill in the books of firm before admission of new partner, that goodwill we have to distribute between old partners in their old profit and loss sharing ratio. So here to A's capital account debit, B's capital account debit, to goodwill account credit. Total goodwill is of rupees 25,000. 25,000 is distributed in the ratio of 3:2. 25,000 multiplied by 3/5. 5 5s are 25. So here it will come 15,000. 25,000 multiplied by 2/5. 5 5s are 25. So here it will come 10,000. Whenever it is given that the goodwill in the books before admission of new partner, at that time we have to distribute goodwill between old partners in the old profit and loss sharing ratio. Now question number 2. A and B are the partners in a firm. C admitted as a new partner for 1/4 share in profit. C brought 80,000 as his capital and its proportionate share of goodwill in cash. Goodwill of the firm is valued at 1 lakh. Whenever they have not given old profit and loss sharing ratio, at that time we have to take old ratio as 1:1. After that, they told that C admitted as a new partner for the share of 1/4 part in profit, and C brought 80,000 and also the proportionate share of goodwill. Now we will see some share of goodwill of C. The goodwill is 1 lakh multiplied by 1/4, as they have told that C brought goodwill proportionate. So 1 lakh multiplied by 1/4 is 25,000. Afterwards, old ratio is not given, that's why we have to take 1:1, and here sacrificing ratio is also not given. So we have to take sacrificing ratio as a old ratio. So sacrificing ratio is equal to old ratio is equal to 1:1, that is 1/2 is to 1/2. Now this 25,000 we have to distribute. This is known as the premium of goodwill. Now premium of goodwill will be distributed among old partners in the sacrificing ratio. Okay, we have to keep in mind that goodwill before admission of a new partner, it will be distributed among old partners in the old profit and loss sharing ratio, and premium of goodwill will be distributed among old partners in the sacrificing ratio. So 25,000 multiplied by 1/2 is 12,500. Share of B 25,000 multiplied by 1 by 2 is equal to 12,500. Now we will see journal entry in the books of partnership firm A, B and C. First of all, C brings capital 80,000 in the business. So cash account debit to C's capital account credit and to premium of goodwill account credit. Now cash account is 1,05,000. Why 1,05,000? Because here C's capital, he brought 80,000 as the capital and the premium of goodwill is 25,000. So 80,000 plus 25,000 is 1,05,000. Now this premium of goodwill will be distributed among old partners in the sacrificing ratio. So premium of goodwill account debit to A's capital account credit and to B's capital account credit. Premium of goodwill is 25,000 will be distributed equally as for 12,500 and 12,500. It is compulsory to write narration. Here narration being premium of goodwill distributed between old partners in the sacrificing ratio 1:1. Now we will see sum number 3. A, B and C are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 2:3. They admitted C as a new partner. C brought his share in capital and goodwill of rupees 40,000 and 60,000 in cash respectively. At the time of C admission, the balance of goodwill in the balance sheet of the firm was 30,000. New profit and loss sharing ratio of all the partners decided at 3:5:2. Okay, your old ratio is also given and new ratio is also given. Now here old profit and loss ratio of A and B is 2:3, that is 2/5:3/5. And new profit and loss ratio of A, B and C is 3/10:5/10 is equal to 2/10. Here 3 plus 5 plus 2 is 10. That's why it is written as 3/10, 5/10 and 2/10. Now we want to find sacrificing ratio. The formula for sacrificing ratio is old share minus new share. A is equal to 2/5 minus 3/10. Now we have to make the denominator equal. So we will take a LCM. This is 10 ones are 10 is 5 twos are 10. If this 2 is multiplied by this 2, so 4 minus 3 upon 10 it will be 1/10. B is equal to 3/5 minus 5/10, making denominator equal by taking LCM. 5 twos are 10. So 2 3 is 6 minus 5 upon 10 is equal to 1/10. So the sacrificing ratio is 1:1. Sacrificing ratio is 1:1. Now we will see journal entry in the books of partnership from A, B and C. Here 30,000 is the balance of goodwill before admission of a new partner. So that goodwill will be distributed among old partners in the old profit and loss sharing ratio. So 30,000 multiplied by 2/5 is 12,000 and 30,000 multiplied by 3/5 is 18,000. Being old goodwill written off among the old partners in the old profit and loss sharing ratio. Now second, your C brought his capital and goodwill 40 and 60,000 in cash. So cash account debit to C's capital account credit and to premium of goodwill account credit. Goodwill is 60,000, capital is of 40,000, total is 1 lakh. Being C brought cash as a capital and premium of goodwill. Now that premium of goodwill 60,000 will be distributed among old partners in the sacrificing ratio. The sacrificing ratio we have got 1:1. So premium of goodwill account debit to A's capital account credit to B's capital account credit. It is equally so 30,000, 30,000. Now we will see sum number 4. P, Q and R are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 3:2:1. They maintain the capital account by fixed capital method. They admitted as a new partner. As brought 50,000, furniture 40,000 and motor car 60,000 as is capital and share of goodwill. Goodwill is valued at 2,40,000. At the time of S admissions, goodwill appeared in the books of firm at rupees 90,000. New profit and loss sharing ratio of partner is decided at 4:3:2:3. Old partners withdrew 50% goodwill of their share in cash. Okay. Now here, first of all, we have to find the share of goodwill of S. Now here, goodwill of the firm is 2,40,000. So we have to find the share of goodwill of S. So 2,40,000 multiplied by 3/12, we have got here 60,000. Now share of capital of S is furniture 40,000, motor car 60,000, cash 50,000, total is 1,50,000. Less share of goodwill of S is 60,000. So capital brought by S is rupees 90,000. Now sacrificing ratio, old ratio of PQR is 3:2:1. So 3/6, 2/6 is to 1/6. Now new profit and loss ratio of PQRS is 4:3:2:3. 4/12 is to 3/12 is to 2/12 is to 3/12. Sacrifice is equal to old share minus new share. So old share of P is 3/6 and new share is 4/12. Taking denominator equal, making denominator equal by taking LCM. So 6 2s are 12. 2 3s are 6 minus 4 upon 12, we will get 2 upon 12. Here also by taking denominator equal, 6 2s are 12, so 2 2s are 4 minus 3 upon 12, 1/12. Our old ratio is 1/6 minus 2/12, so 2 minus 2 upon 12 is equal to 0. So your sacrificing ratio is 2/12 is to 1/12. Means 2:1. Now we have to find the distribution of premium of goodwill. Distribution of premium of goodwill. $60,000 premium of goodwill will be distributed among old partners in the sacrificing ratio. 60,000 multiplied by 2/3 minus 40,000. And 60,000 multiplied by 1/3, we will get here 20,000. Now journal entry. First of all, old goodwill will be distributed among old partners in the old profit and loss sharing ratio. So old goodwill is 90,000. So 90,000 will be distributed among the old ratio 3:2:1. 3:2:1. 90,000 multiply by 3/6, 45,000. 90,000 multiply by 2/6, 30,000. And 90,000 multiply by 1/6 is equal to 15,000. Now, as brought capital and premium of goodwill. So he brought capital in the way of furniture, motor car and cash. And the premium of goodwill 60,000. 40,000 furniture, 60,000 motor car and cash 50,000. So as capital is 90,000 and premium of goodwill is 60,000, which is given in the question. Okay. Here we have find the share of goodwill of S, 60,000, premium of goodwill. Premium of goodwill will be distributed among old partners in the sacrificing ratio. So premium of goodwill account debit 60,000, to P's current account 40,000 and to Q's current account 20,000. In the ratio of being premium of goodwill distributed between P and Q in the sacrificing ratio, that is 2:1. Now at the last they have told that old partners withdraw 50% goodwill of their share in cash. They have withdrawn the 50% goodwill. So here to cash 30,000. 50% goodwill means 50% of 60,000 is 30,000. So 30,000 goodwill they have withdrawn in the ratio of 2:1. In the ratio of 2:1. P's current account debit 20,000 and Q's current account debit 10,000. Sum number 5. X and Y are the partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 1:3. Z admitted as a new partner. Z brought 65,000 as a capital and 36,000 as his share of goodwill in cash. After Z's admission, all partners decided to distribute profit equally in future. Now your old ratio is given 1:3 to 1/4 to 3/4, and new ratio they have told that it will be shared equally. So 1:1:1, so 1/3 is to 1/3 is to 1/3. Sacrificing ratio is equal to old share minus new share. So 1/4 minus 1/3. Making denominator equal, 4 3s are 12 and 3 4s are 12. So here 3 1s are and here 4 1s are. 3 minus 1, 3 minus 4 upon 12, we will get minus 1 upon 12, it will be gain. And y, 3 upon 4 minus 1/3 by making denominator equal, 4 3s are 12 and 3 4s are 12. 3 3s are 9 minus 4 upon 12, so we will get 5 upon 12. Now we have to find the goodwill of the firm. Okay, till now we have find the share of goodwill of a new partner. Now we have to find the goodwill of the firm. The share of goodwill of Z is equal to goodwill of the firm multiplied by Z's share. So your goodwill of the Z is given, that is 36,000 is equal to goodwill of the firm multiplied by Z share is 1/3. So 36,000 multiplied by 1/3. Sorry, 3/1. Okay, how 3/1 now? Here they have taken reciprocal. Here they have done reciprocal. So 36,000 multiplied by 3/1 is 1,08,000. Now goodwill payable by X. The person, the share, the partner who have gained the share, the partner who have gained, they have to pay the goodwill. So goodwill payable by X is 1,08,000 multiplied by gain ratio is 1/12. So we have to pay 9,000 as a goodwill. Now here Z brought capital and goodwill. So cash account debit to Z's capital account and to premium of goodwill account credit, being Z brought cash as his share of capital and premium for goodwill. He brought cash as 65,000 and premium of goodwill as 36,000. The total is 1,01,000. And that premium of goodwill will be distributed among the partners. Now here one partner have gained and one partner have sacrificed. Okay, one partner have gained and one partner has sacrificed. So your premium of goodwill is 36,000. Afterwards, X capital, that is the partner who is gaining, 9,000 will pay to Y's capital account 45,000. Being premium for goodwill and share of goodwill of X is transferred to Y's capital account.